Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your Star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you is our once a month Scent Note Spotlight series featuring this month the concept of bergamot, which is actually this funny little citrus fruit here that is grown for its oil, not really for its juice or its interior. And it is something that has a very interesting sweet, spicy, earthy kind of a smell. It can go in many directions. I've got lots of different kinds of bars here on different sort of wavelengths as far as their personalities and what bergamot can do. It can go very cologne, it can go fresh and clean, it can go kind of warm and cuddly and cozy, and it's most famous for making Earl Grey tea what it is, because basically Earl Grey tea is a black tea that then has a bergamot oil essence, so that is what I'm drinking here. And my favorites, just so you know, I don't have any at the moment, but Rishi makes the best, I think, Earl Grey tea in the world. I really like the Earl Grey Bravo from Adagio. This is fantastic, this vanilla Earl Grey from one of my favorites, Republic of Tea. And then at the moment I'm drinking a little bit of this Pinky Up version, which is sort of on the fancy side. So just wanted to throw that in because you guys know I love my tea. And at the end of the video I'm going to do some wax that's not scentsy, that has bergamot, but only because it has an Earl Grey tea oil mixed in with other things, and they're great. They're from my other favorite company on the side. So let's get started with the most classic application of bergamot, which is definitely going to be the cologne bars. And my current favorite that we have in the catalog is definitely White Amber Antique. Now, honorable mention, I'm out of it, but Your Mystery Man is another classic bergamot, masculine sort of a cologne bar that is very quintessential, and most people really like that. But White Amber Antique is a little warmer, so it's got the teak and the amber to kind of balance that cool bergamot. And it's just so good. It's woody, it's resinous, it's fantastic. Greg and I both adore that. Now, July the 1st, we're going to get Shaka back in our Bring Back My Bars. And I am really liking this. This is sandalwood, bergamot, and lime. And for me, it's really halfway between the coolness of Mystery Man and the warmth of White Amber Antique. And I think I wasn't sure I would club this when I was talking through my Bring Back My Bar warm reviews, but the longer that I sniff it, the more I just might for a little bit. So this is very, very good. Now here's a blast from the past. This came as a brick a couple of Christmas seasons ago. Winter's Eve is a very warm, woody, masculine sort of a bergamot bar. It's got pine, it smells like maybe a little bit of wood smoke. It's definitely more on the Christmassy side, but very masculine, and it just shows you the range. You're gonna be really shocked, I think, if you don't typically pay attention to this scent note in your life, at how many different things this one oil can do. So that is really good. Then on the summerier side, we have Woodland Meadow, and this is a great bar. This is currant. This is more happy little cotton blossoms or daisies. You're out in the woodlands, there's some fresh grass, and you have this cut wood, and it's got this bergamot earthiness. Very nice. It has a little bit of sweetness too. It's good. And then in our current Father's Day trio, I love all three of them, but the Day on the Field has bergamot in it, and I keep calling this Jade and Jasmine Light. So if you love Jade and Jasmine, or if you liked it but you thought it was too much of a good thing, this Day on the Field is perfect. I may even club all three of the Father's Day bars. I've already clubbed Black Tie Affair, which is warm and a different kind of bar, but oh, this is so good. And I thought the Open Air Exploring, the blue one, might have bergamot in it also, but it does not. So then we're going to go more into fresh and clean and aquatic. So Blue Lavender and Bergamot, which was part of our mental health awareness collection, which this month, if you wanted to put individual bars in a club, you can get this still. This is super herbal. It's very minty fresh. It's got, like, I think a eucalyptus-y thing going on. It's definitely got the bergamot, and it has a very nice blue lavender, which I'm not sure what the difference between a French lavender, an English lavender, a purple lavender, a pink lavender, a blue lavender is. But you can get the soapy lavender more toward the end of the melt with that, and it is a very good bar. And I needed that over the last couple weeks because if you haven't noticed, my number of videos has dropped drastically. The last 2 to 3 weeks have been some of the most stressful in quite a long time in my life, so I apologize for the dip in the volume, but I did get those Bring Back My Bars out even in the midst of crazy. Salted Bergamot Breeze. Oh man, this was in my club for a long time, and this goes into more of the beautiful, crisp, clean, and watery scent that bergamot can bring. Oh, this is so good. So I was looking up some of the scent notes of some of these older bars that I haven't seen in a long time. And this one is somewhere along the lines of a salty sea air breeze going over pineapple fields and crystal clear turquoise waters. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. I need to just melt through that. It's so hard when you take something out of your club and it's so good, but that is fantastic. Water Lily and Bergamot. This is current. This is part of our summer collection. You can get this in laundry. And this is so nice. So where the salted bergamot breeze has a warmth to it and it's more tropical, kind of reminds me of palm trees and ocean breeze, but more water. This is more delicate. So it's got the water lily, it has the bergamot, kind of reminds me of ocean, but I don't like that funky note that ocean gets. This is pitch perfect for me and very good. And then if you want to go inland lakes, Lake My Day has beautiful bergamot, oak moss, warmth, maybe some amber. Oh, this is one of my favorite midsummer, late summer bars. It's just so good. So that's the watery type of bergamot. Now there are some perfumey things that we have right now that have bergamot in them. Both of these are new release. And Moon Orchid is definitely the most feminine of anything I've got here on the table to deal with bergamot. And I was surprised it was in here, but there's also Orchid. And it has a complexity and almost a sultry quality in this bar. Very, very nice. And then a little bit sweeter and more gentle, more atmospheric, Evening Sky has, I believe, vanilla and it's got bergamot and a couple other things. This is so pretty, you guys. It's a gentle bar. You aren't going to get a lot of performance as far as throw out of this, but wow, you put it in a smaller space and just watch it do its thing. It's so lovely with the vanilla that's in here too. Great bar. So then one that when I was doing the garage sale last week with my mom, which is one of the 18 million insane things that have been going on, this brick popped back up because she'll come over occasionally, kind of rummage through my stash. I don't mind at all. I want to share with her. But she'll get excited about something and then she'll get over it very quickly. So that happened with Forever Flannel, which is bergamot and lavender and some other things. It was from Christmas time. This is a very cozy scent with bergamot. Very fall winter. And it almost, now that it's been sitting, my friend Robin keeps saying that this has some coconut in it. It's definitely not in the notes, but I'm kind of getting that as it's been sitting around for a while. It's got lavender and bergamot and other cuddly things. And just to put in a plug, Robin and I will be working on a best of the season from the 1st of January through, I believe, the 1st of June, so we can include, July, so that we can include Bring Back My Bars, and maybe even if I get my July Scent Warmer of the Month kit in time, we will be giving you we'll release them at the same time, our videos on our absolute highlights of all the things from the spring-summer season, because if you can believe it, once we get to mid-July and we start thinking SFR, and then kits start coming, and August 1st we can start to give you we can order the sneak peeks of the new season sales kit for fall and the catalogs and all that stuff. All of a sudden spring-summer will be going bye-bye and we'll be transitioning to fall-winter. So we want you, not that this is a part of that, but we want you to get the very best highlights so that you can consider anything that you might want to club, you might want to try before things start to change in August. So you'll have all the month of July to watch that video. We'll get it out, like I said. No, I didn't say yet. Probably somewhere between the 21st and the 24th, we will be releasing in tandem at the same time our 2 videos on best of the season. So anyway, this reminded me of her. This is one I know she really likes, and it's just great. So the bergamot in here is very different than most of the others. Now we get to bergamot with a lot of warmth. And that's why I think this scent note really impresses me so much, because there are certain things, like next month I think we might talk about amber, I'm not sure. I think for the hinge between July and August, where you still want to be melting a lot of summer, but you're just starting to think fall, amber might be a note that's good to explore. But anyway, the bergamot has the ability to go warm and spicy too. Palo Santo and cinnamon also has a good amount of bergamot in there. This, I believe, will come back for fall winter. I haven't seen anything in flash sales or any other clearance type pop-ups where I would think it would be gone. It's a very good bar. I have a hard time figuring out when I want to melt it because I didn't like it in the winter. I was thinking late summer, kind of in that weird melting transition of August-y might be the perfect time, but that is a good one. And Vitamin R Relax has bergamot. It's got vanilla. It's got, I think, warm sugar. Oh, you guys. Now you can really tell there's bergamot in here with the woodiness. This is one of my favorite bars. It's an old one that you would have only access to through club. So good. Like you would have had to club it when it was available. And then I was halfway through this video and I realized the best fall winter bar with bergamot in it I'd completely spaced on. So I had to stop, run to the basement, dig one out, come back up and try again. But before we get to that, White Amber and Silk also has bergamot in it, and this is currently available. And this is so elegant. This started out as a fall winter bar. Now they kept it through all year. This has cotton, it's got amber, it's got bergamot. This is like a very high-end woman's suite in a very nice home where you have the entire room that looks like a perfect closet. You know, I think of this and that going together just beautifully. And then here's the bar where I thought, this is too important to cut out of the video. I gotta go get it and start over. Cashmere and corduroy, silly goose that I am. I totally spaced on the fact that there's Sicilian bergamot in here with the cedar. Oh, the cashmere, it's just, oh, you guys. This is the, I already said it about something else. This is the best bar on the table. This is the best bar on the table. Cashmere and corduroy. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And this is deep and warm. Vitamin R is great too, but this is amazing. So that's everything that I have from Scentsy. It doesn't mean that there aren't more things that have bergamot in them, but for what I could remember and what I could Google and what I own, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 15, 16 cents just out of the things that I am familiar with that Scentsy has done in, I'd say, maybe the last 5 years that are bergamot centric, and that's a lot. So now I wanted to put in a plug for my husband's favorite soap too, which they aren't making this year. This beechwood and bergamot is amazing. It's bergamot and beechwood. This has got the bergamot, warm amber, and the wood. Oh, and this is what made me think maybe I should do amber next month, because I don't know, it's just another scent note that I think we overlooked that is so important, and it's in lots of great things. So when I was talking earlier about the idea that Earl Grey tea is full of bergamot, I do dabble in teddy bees on the side, and I've got 3 things here that have bergamot in them. 2 of them by default that it has an Earl Grey tea oil. First, Bondi Beach, which is so good. This reminds me of Mackinac Island hotels. Oh, this has bergamot in it for sure, for sure. This, I wanted, when I first smelled this, to put this in more like an Art Deco 1920s or 30s kind of a hotel deal, more like down in Miami by the beach. But after melting it, there's rose in here, and it comes out quite strong. So we're going to put this one on Mackinac Island. Bondi Beach, even though I know that's down in Australia. Italian lemon, sweet violets, rose de mai, and bergamot. I think it's the violet and the rose that pushed it antique for me. This is so good, though. I'm enjoying it. It is very, take me up north in Michigan to those beautiful old hotels with verandas and porch sitting where you know, sip your lemonade and you watch the boats go by and everything. It's amazing. So then the other 2, which have that Earl Grey tea. London Fog, which Robin is the culprit of getting me into teddy bees with this scent. This one, oh, it's so good. And you get the soapy lavender here. This one is Earl Grey tea, lavender milk, and a hint of boardwalk marshmallow. But you get that bergamot because it goes so well with the lavender in this Earl Grey tea mix. So nice. And then the newest one, which is another favorite of all the things on this table, Earl Ingstad, that she did this spring. She invented this amazing new blend. This is the only bakery thing on the whole table, and just by default of it having an Earl Grey tea note, it's got bergamot in there. Cardamom cream, but you know, the Palo Santo and cinnamon is good with bergamot. I honestly think cardamom and bergamot and vanilla might be very good together. Cardamom cream, Palo Santo, Earl Grey tea, sweet pastries, and sugar crystals. This is so good. So there are days this fall where I am planning on loading up my warmers and drinking my Earl Grey tea. So the power of bergamot is honestly quite all-encompassing. It is a fantastic scent. If you didn't know that it came from the oil of a citrus fruit, which is the lemon, and then that is hybridized with bitter orange. That's what creates the bergamot critter itself. And since I've done this twice, did I already show you guys at the beginning that this is what it looks like? I hope so, because I can't remember. So this is Elizabeth with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. I hope you've learned something. Like I said, I think I'll do amber for our scent note spotlight in July. Let me know any notes that you guys are interested in. Obviously in the fall, we'll be getting into like wood, apple, pumpkin, that kind of thing. We'll do one probably on, you know, pine or cranberry cranberries, they may not have enough different things, but anyway, throw some stuff down in the comments for me to be working on in the next few months. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I am trying to bring you something that is different that other people are not doing. I know that these typically get fewer views, but I work very hard on these videos, and I hope that at least for some of you, this is very enjoyable. So have a great day, guys. God bless. Bye-bye.